I'm Mike Homesack, and today you're going to be watching the craziest hunt I've ever had and the biggest buck I've ever harvested. I'm hunting out of a makeshift ground blind. I went around the woods and just broke off a whole bunch of fresh branches just to cover me. I'm hunting out of this dome, sitting on a crate, and my shooting window is about this big, self-filming, just sitting on the ground. I've had 6, 7, 8 deer. I forget how many were there. It was just mayhem. Deer as close as 1 yard. I had a deer come into my blind, and a giant 144-inch 9-pointer at 6 yards that I was able to harvest. If you're new to this channel and you have not yet subscribed, hit that button so you can be notified every single time we post a new video. So I'm hunting out of New Jersey here, the end of fall bow, and you are allowed to bait in New Jersey, so I've been laying out some corn mixed with some racket or just to keep them in the area and keep all the deer happy, fed, coming in regularly. But these deer are also starting to kick into the rut, so I'm making a mock scrape with some racket or climax, and I'm just dumping a whole bunch of pea in this scrape to keep it nice and fresh. And I'm hunting 2 bucks out of this area. One is my main target buck, and one is kind of like collateral. And I'm sitting here for 5 minutes, and here came my number 2 target buck. Again, it's the end of October, and this deer is full velvet. And I was so very tempted to shoot this deer. I'm actually sitting in this blind, taking pictures and videos, sending it to all my friends and hunting buddies. Like, should I shoot this deer? This deer is super tall, got a weird like drop tine hook at the end of its main beam. Everyone told me that I would be crazy not to shoot this deer. It's clearly mature, it's got a saggy belly, and I just had to wait knowing the other giant was in the area. A lot of cool action going on. I had a fox hanging around, trying to pounce on all the doves that came into the corn pile, just hanging around this giant velvet buck. But it was just very tempting to shoot this deer. I just had to use all my willpower to hold out. And I'm there for about 10, 15, 20 minutes, and a whole slew of deer just started coming in. It was the velvet buck to start, and then just a whole bunch of other deer started pouring in. I'll be quiet. I'll let you just watch this video and enjoy the action of what's going on here. So this velvet buck was trying to be king of the corn pile, kicking every other deer off of it. But the way I'm sitting, I can't really see over the little ledge. And all I saw was this rack coming up the hill. And he kind of went right to that mock scrape, checked it out, moved on to the corn. But right here, I am starting to shake. I know my target buck is standing there. This buck right now is about 8-9 yards away, and I am just shaking in my boots. I'm trying to be as still as possible, sitting in this makeshift blind made of leaves and sticks. And right here, this velvet buck comes up. He's literally an arm's reach away, 1 yard in front of my blind, eating the leaves off the front of my blind. And I think I'm shaking and moving way too much here. And watching it back, I'm actually stone cold still. But when this deer looks up and looks into my soul, I thought the hunt was over. I thought he had me. I thought he bust me. But somehow I was able to trick this mature whitetail. He's staring right through me, but this is proof that if you don't move, these deer are like dinosaurs, like T-Rexes. Do not move. If they cannot make out your figure and you have the perfect background and foreground, you are perfect. Just don't move when they are staring at you. They're looking for movement. They're not looking for people. So I'm just trying to stay as still as possible, stay as calm and collective as possible. I have 2 target trophy bucks within 10 yards of me, and I'm just trying to make it happen, self-film, get it on film. One of the hardest things I've ever done in my hunting career. Craziest hunt of my life. It's all dumb. Both target bucks on the pile, 8 deer around me. I had a 6-pointer come into my blind. I hope that camera got it. He was 2 feet, he sniffed my arm. There's literally 1 minute left on my SD card, 3 minutes left on my battery, guys. If this dies, I'll get back to you. Oh my God, perfect shot. Let's go. Yes! You better go 30 yards. He's down, bud. Beast. Whoa. That's my biggest buck to date. What is that? Tyler just showed up. There's the phone back to Mike. So that's the hunt all wrapped up. I'm just gonna voice over me talking here, because here it was a couple years ago and I sound like a child, but an absolute insane hunt. 6 yards, giant, Pope and Young with the bow, compound, self-filmed. Everything is just insane how it all played out. I still can't believe this happened to this day. I look at this mount on the wall and I just cannot be happier of how everything went down. I am Mike Homesack with Obviously Outdoorsman, and if you're obviously an outdoorsman, just like all of us, hit that subscribe button, stay tuned, message us if you want to, reach out, That's it, guys. Thanks for watching. Stay stealthy. Happy hunting.